All this land around here is pretty much private property. Hoping I can camp somewhere around here. Made it to the town of Roy, New Mexico. So I might be stealth camping in Roy. There's a thing called the knock. It's something to be avoided. All right, I've made it to Texas. Just crossed into Oklahoma. Well, I've made it to Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's gonna be good to see Kathy. It's been weeks since we've seen each other.
You made it!
Hi. I'm back.
I'm back.
You're back.
We're back.
Tell everybody hi.
Hello! Good to see you guys.
Kathy is gonna be having her ankle surgery.
14 months ago when I broke my ankle in Peru.
We are gonna go check out some pretty amazing waterfalls.
It hurts. It's hard to not freak out and panic. How scary this is back here. We're way out in the middle of nowhere. We're gonna keep moving and then we're gonna get the heck out of here.
Kathy broke her ankle in 2 places.
It's been a long journey, but I'm having surgery.
Wow, just drove through this Canadian River canyon. That was quite a surprise. It just kind of drops out of the plains. Now I'm looking on my Onyx map and it turns out all this land around here is pretty much private property. I was hoping I could camp somewhere around here. Afraid that's not gonna work out. So let's keep going. There's a town called Roy down the road here a little ways. Maybe there's somewhere to camp around there. So this is how it is a lot of the time, especially on drive days. When you're not really at a destination, you're just driving through. You don't really know where you're gonna be when the sun sets. It's about now I start kind of thinking it's time to find a spot. And sometimes you end up with some really good ones. Other times you just kind of make do with whatever it is I can find. I have a feeling tonight's leaning towards the latter. Let's keep going. Made it to the town of Roy, New Mexico. Not a lot going on in Roy right now, so I might be stealth camping in Roy. Now, I don't think there's anything I could do to make myself stealth here because these small little towns, everybody knows everybody, and they see a strange vehicle in town, especially one with orange kayaks on the roof. Probably everybody in town knows I'm here already. We'll see how this goes. All right, well, I haven't found a really great spot. There is a little gas station here and I just parked off behind it and maybe that'll be fine. This is foraging for camping. Well, this is a cute little gas station here. It's all adobe, super New Mexico-like. Only got 1 pump, but town this size, that's probably all you need is 1 pump. And I'm parked up over here. I don't know, it seems like it's gonna be fine. There's a thing called the knock. Now, if you're not a van person or an RVer, you might not know about the knock. But the knock is when somebody comes to tell you that you can't camp where you are. And usually it happens at 2 or 3 in the morning. I've gotten the knock a few times in my life, not as many as you would think. It's something to be avoided. It just makes for not a very well-rested night. You know, places like this, usually at a gas station, in a town like this, maybe it's fine to stay here for the night. Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? All right, well, we'll see what happens. Good morning, Roy, New Mexico. I had a really great night here, actually. I was a little worried I was gonna get the knock, but I slept right here under the cell tower, between the cell tower and the gas station, right next to the propane truck. And the sun's out and we're gonna keep pushing east to Oklahoma City. This is where my father lives, this is where I grew up. All right, so I'm gonna pack up and we're gonna get out of here. All right, right, I've made it to Texas. I'm gonna buzz through on I-40. We're making good time now. I'm trucking along here on the interstate. It's not the most interesting driving, but it is efficient. So, I-40 it is. Boy, we're rolling in here on fumes almost. This Agile off-road, I've got the 28-gallon auxiliary fuel tank that's in the back. I can go a long ways. Sometimes you drive so long, or you go so many days without thinking about getting fuel, you almost got to kind of remind yourself to look down at the fuel gauge. The sun's setting. I'm in eastern Texas, not far from the Oklahoma border. I've still got a ways to go though. And now that the sun is set, the wind just kind of instantly dies down. And it's really a nice relief after driving all day in the wind and kind of battling it, to have it chill out. It's so nice. All right, let's keep rolling eastbound. Just crossed into Oklahoma. It's almost dark too. I got a little over 2 more hours, so getting close. It's close to 10 at night. I'm just pulling into Oklahoma City. Kind of tired. That was a big day. This just shows you guys a little bit of what it's like driving cross country, and sometimes having to ferret out campsites, and sometimes being in amazing places, and sometimes being in just kind of mundane places. That's all of what having a camper van will give you, is the abilities to have all these different types of experiences, sometimes familiar and sometimes very wild and dramatic places as well. It's a great tool. I love having a van. I think that's it for tonight. I'm gonna roll in, visit with my dad a little bit, and then go to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm here at my father's house, and I've actually been here for a couple of days now, and I'm getting ready to hit the road and go to Arkansas next, to go to where Kathy is. It's been fun to see him, and it's gonna be fun to check in with Kathy because I haven't seen her in over a month. She's been helping Abby, our daughter, who just won the national championships for kayaking, which is really exciting. It's her 7th time to win the national championships, so that's really cool. And I've had a good layover here, a bunch of things taken care of, but now I've got about a 5.5, 6-hour drive from here to Hot Springs, Arkansas. So we're gonna bang that out, see what's going on over there. All right, let's do it. I just stopped at one of the casinos back there and got fuel. Diesel fuel, ultra low sulfur, for $2.93 a gallon. That is the best price I've seen in a very long time. All right, keep going. Eastbound, I-40. Let's go. Well, just made it to Arkansas. I know this is a different video for you guys because I'm just kind of grinding down the highway. I think that's reality though, and that's why I like traveling on the back roads, the dirt roads, the places like that. Sure, the highway's gonna get you there, but it's pretty boring, pretty monotonous, pretty much always the same experience. But sometimes that's what you need. You need to get there. That's what I'm doing since I left New Mexico. But it sure was interesting exploring those canyons and going over that mountain range on the dirt road and in the clouds. It was a very different experience. And that's what I want out of travel, more than just getting there or getting there easily. I want to have an amazing experience getting there. Well, I've made it to Hot Springs, Arkansas, and I'm tired of driving for the day, so it's a good thing. I just came through the old town part with the bathhouses where the national park is. There's bathhouses downtown that are historical, and they're also run now by the National Park Service. It's a national park. And it's an interesting place. This is where Kathy grew up, and I'm getting ready to meet her at her childhood home, where she's preparing for her ankle surgery. So I'm headed over there now. It's gonna be good to see Kathy. It's been weeks since we've seen each other, so that's gonna be really nice. And I look forward to hanging out here. Hot Springs is a beautiful town. There's a lot of fun things to do. It's nice to be back. Haha, that right there is my kayak trailer. Oh, I'd love to show you guys that sometime.
You made it!
Hi! How's it going?
Back!
I'm back.
I'm
back.
You're back.
We're back.
Tell everybody hi.
Hello. Good to see you guys.
Oh, it's nice here. It's summer. All right, well, I made it to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I'm tired, guys. It's been a long drive. I'm glad I made it. I'm here now. And I think we've got some company here.
I've got friends and dinner waiting.
Yeah, so I'll catch you guys up in a little bit, or maybe in the morning. Well, we're here at Garvin Gardens in Hot Springs, Arkansas. And this is a beautiful place. This is a place that Kathy and I like to come on just to go on little hikes. And I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the scenery. All right, so this is a major place that people come to see Christmas lights. That is what all these lights you're seeing now. The rest of the year, none of this stuff is out here. It's real natural. It's transforming into a Christmas wonderland. Thank you. All right, that was fun. Good little hike at Garvin Gardens. Very soon, Kathy is gonna be having her ankle surgery to fix her ankle from, what is it, 13, 14 months ago?
14 months ago when I broke my ankle in Peru. I was scrambling down this little muddy hill and I kind of hopped down off of something. And when I landed halfway on a route and halfway off a route and rolled my ankle. There was a really loud pop and super sharp pain. My ankle's really swollen. I'm worried that it's broken. We are about an hour into our hike, and luckily Peter had an ankle injury and had on an ankle brace. So we are gonna, I put the brace on my ankle and we're gonna try to work our way out of here, hobble out of here as best I can and get back to the van and then go get it looked at, I guess. So, all right, here we go. It really hurts. Okay, maybe I can just walk it off. Maybe it'll be okay.
We're gonna have a long hobble out of here. Sorry you got hurt.
Luckily I had ibuprofen.
Yeah, so, and Kathy's usually very good with pain. She did natural childbirth, so she's pretty good with that. But she's saying this is hurting pretty bad, so that makes me think that something's definitely wrong in there. And we've got some serious terrain to cover. So I'll try to give you guys little updates as we can, because you know this is kind of a serious situation, but we want to let you guys know what's going on as well. So
welcome to the adventure.
Yeah. Here we go. We're out of here.
Okay. This is gonna be hard.
some new pants.
Yep. Maybe a new leg too.
So,
We gotta figure out some kind of like stick that I can use. As long as it's out in front of me, it's okay. It's when it's behind me.
that's better than holding on to me.
I don't know. It doesn't hurt.
You're saying it doesn't hurt, or you're just telling yourself?
I'm just telling myself it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. It's okay. It doesn't hurt.
Hold on to me.
No, it makes it harder to walk actually.
It does.
Yeah, because it throws me off balance. Doesn't hurt.
On the hill.
Doesn't hurt. Might need a hand up here. That actually helps holding hands.
Oh yeah, it always helps holding.
It's always nice holding hands with you, buddy. Ow. Oh, that hurt.
It's good.
It's when I flex it forward that it doesn't hurt. It's whenever it gets behind me and I flex it forward is when it's like shooting pain.
So you can put some weight on it with it being straight up and down.
Yes. So
right.
it's something in my ankle.
So there's a stick right there. You want to?
Let's see how that is.
Here, I'll grab it for you. Just
Okay. Yeah, that helps.
Does that help?
Yeah, the steep part is going to be the
Nothing else, just a stick for
sucky part.
just for balance. Helps a lot.
Why can't you ever break anything easy like your hand? That's of course I break my hand paddling, not walking. And that's the way it always goes. It's okay. I can do hard things. Okay. I can do it. I can do hard things.
You want 2 sticks?
Maybe. I'm so glad you had your ankle brace.
Okay, here's one more. This one's pretty better.
Oh yeah. Okay, I got this. I can do this. Okay, we have 2 miles. This happened at 10 in the morning. I got this thing. Not too big of steps though. Little baby steps. This is working. I feel like I'm starting to be able to walk a little normally. It still hurts when I move it a certain way, but mainly I just want to get out of here. Oh my God, that's probably what it is. Yeah, we're getting rid of that thing as soon as we get back to the van. Hey there, friend. At our last camp, they had peacocks all over the farm. And the lady that owned the place, I was asking her about them. They're called royal turkeys in Spanish, is the literal translation, which I thought was cool. But she brought me over a peacock tail feather. I felt like I couldn't refuse a gift, you know, I think that's rude. But my grandma always told me that peacock feathers are bad luck and you shouldn't have them in your house. And I put it in the van and now look at me. Should have known. You should always listen to your grandma.
What are we going to do with the peacock feather now?
That thing's gone. Grandma, I'm sorry for not listening to you. I did look up online and it said in some countries they're considered lucky. Apparently this isn't one of them.
Okay.
2 miles feels like forever. It's not getting less sore, that's for sure. Man, when I'm done with this, I'm just gonna have a huge cry. This is hard. I guess if you're gonna break your leg 2 miles in the middle of nowhere, it may as well be the Peruvian Amazon. I hope it's not broken. I really feel like it might be though. I seem to always do this in the middle of nowhere. Last time I was in this situation, I was 18 miles in the backcountry in the middle of the Wind River Range in Wyoming and had to ride a horse out. That wasn't so awesome. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Yep, I'm okay. This is what you write books about, right? Perseverance. struggle, adversity. And my hands, I think I'm getting blisters. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Making progress. This is really just mind over matter, right?
It totally is.
Just gonna keep going. I don't know what's going on, if I'm just getting used to the pain or if their swelling is helping, but I don't have to put as much weight on the crutches as I did. I'm able to walk pretty well. Hopefully I'm not doing any damage. It's still tender, but I'm able to weight it a lot better than I was when I first heard it pop. So the weirdest thing happened. I got a text from Abby right as I hurt my ankle that said, "Hey, do you guys have a medical evacuation insurance?" Which is a really weird thing for her to ask. She's never asked us a question like that before. I swear that kid has the most amazing intuition. Yeah, this is hard. I'll never be so happy to see the van as today. I'm usually pretty happy to see the van. This wasn't the best day to skip breakfast. Kind of hungry. I feel like if I stop, it's gonna be really hard to get going again. Oh my gosh. I've got all these horribly itchy mosquito bites on my leg. If I have to get a cast, it is gonna be the worst. Maybe it's just okay. It's probably just gonna be okay.
Taking it a little step at a time.
One step at a time. That's how we win the race. Oh, that hurt.
Okay.
It hurts.
Are you doing good ignoring it?
Till I stop.
It hurts when you stop?
Yeah. Probably should prop it up right now.
Yeah.
Well, as long as I'm moving, it's pretty easy to just stay focused and like locked on what I'm doing. But man, as soon as I stop, it's hard to not freak out and panic and think about. Think about how this might impact our trip and how scary this is back here. We're way out in the middle of nowhere. We haven't seen a single person all day, and like, you just gotta keep your focus and it'll be okay. We're gonna keep moving. So I'm gonna have a quick snack and then we're gonna get the heck out of here. I'll get there. It's just good to keep moving because then your brain goes crazy when you stop. Snack of champions. This will get me there. I like tuna and rice cakes.
Why are you eating tuna and rice cakes?
Because we didn't go to the grocery store since we've been in Peru, and it's all we had in the pantry. And honestly, the rice cakes I think are like a year old because I don't really like them. We never eat them, so they're super stale and spongy. But you know, you get what you get today. Today's gonna be a day of you get what you get.
Why not?
Why not? Okay.
Feel better?
I just need a little cry and then a laugh. It'll be okay. Maybe a little food. Probably helps. It's probably noon now and I haven't eaten all day.
Okay, we are about 3/4 of a mile out from the van. She is making great progress, but it seems like the motion is the lotion, as our friend, the Godfather, would say. It's good to keep moving. I've got here an extra walking stick that we picked up. She's kind of alternating between the three of them because she is starting to get some blisters and things on her hands from using these so heavily. Man, I'm proud of her. She's dealing with the pain great, and she's just motoring along here at faster than a snail's pace. I have sent George a message through WhatsApp. I have a little bit of cell service here. So he knows what's going on. He knows Kathy's injured. He knows we're working our way out of here and that we're on our way. I've been sending him a few updates along the way. He's got ice ready and in his fridge. He's making more. So we should be able to ice this thing up good when we get to the van. And then the next step is to figure out what's next. Where is the nearest clinic? I think we definitely need to get her an x-ray and see what's going on in there, and then we'll take it from there. It's always an adventure. It's not always fun, but it's always an adventure.
I mean, most of our adventures are type 2 fun, so I'm used to a little bit of struggle and adversity, but I think we've definitely well surpassed type 2 fun or into type 3 fun. I don't even know if there is a type 4 fun, but I might be there too. It's just not really fun at all. Just ready to prop it up and lay down. Like, my shoulders are so tired. My hands are bruised and kind of raw. Quad on my right leg is really tired from doing most of the work. It'll be good to be done with this part.
All right, I feel like I should be helping her more than I am. I feel like she should be like hanging on my shoulder or riding piggyback, carrying her out of here, but we tried her on the side resting on my shoulder, and it was actually way more cumbersome than it is for her to just use the 2 sticks, and she felt like she had more control and could keep the weight off of her ankle in the way that didn't hurt. I'm just filming this for you guys. I'm trying to share this part of the adventure. These are the real things that often when they happen to us, they don't get filmed because we're kind of in the moment. The nice thing about hiking out of here with a bad ankle is we have a lot of time. Kathy says, unfortunately. Trying to share this with you guys as best we can. You guys aren't obviously seeing everything because there's times when I just need 2 hands to help her. I'm trying to show you what I can. The not glorious side of adventuring in South America. Stuff like this happens, right? And you just try to be as prepared as you can to deal with it. But we do bring some basic things. And I find a lot of times you can improvise like we're doing with the sticks. You wouldn't believe though how hard it is to find a solid stick in a jungle. Most of the ones that are on the ground are totally rotten. You just touch them, you pick them up, and they almost just fall apart in your hands. And then the other ones are growing as trees. I use my knife and another stick to chop down kind of bushcraft style, chop down a small tree that had a nice V in it that I thought she could rest in her armpit and make a crutch. When I got that thing cut down, it was so heavy, that tree was just full of water. Once I felt it, I was like, gosh, there's no way she can carry this 30-pound stick as a crutch. You know, we need something lighter. So we foraged around quite a bit and we found these 2 sticks. One of the ones she has right now is very solid and not too heavy. The other one feels like it might break, but it hasn't broken yet, so it's working. And then I've got this backup one here that's just slung onto my backpack here. We're rotating them through so it doesn't irritate her hands in the same place, because you know, you can imagine the ends of the sticks, they aren't smooth. They're kind of broken off and splintered. And I've ground them down on these sandstone rocks to smooth them out as best I can. But they still are kind of, definitely would irritate your skin if you're hiking miles with these things. But all in all, we're just taking it as it comes. We're figuring this out. Luckily, we're pretty good at that. We'll be at the van before we know it. She's doing great though. What a trooper.
I can feel it grinding a little bit.
There's the first mirador. We're probably 20-30 minutes, maybe a little more at our pace from the van. She's doing great. She just came up a very steep hill with tons of roots and rocks. All right, she's been walking now about 2.5 hours on this damaged ankle. She's doing great. I think the adrenaline is wearing off. It's just getting a little harder, a little tireder. But I think we're getting very close to the last hill up to the van. You can see it from here. Right here is the light at the end of the tunnel to where our vans are parked. Do you want to keep one of these sticks as a souvenir?
No, good riddance to these, and I'm getting rid of that peacock feather too. Oh, the van's right there. Level ground. I think I'll sit down now.
Okay, good. You did great.
Made it. What a walk. I'm kind of eager to look at it and just see. Oh, thank goodness for this thing is all I have to say. I don't think I could have made it.
Got it? I hope.
I think I got it. It's right there. But I'm here. I made it to the van.
You need food, so the choices are limited.
Peanut butter and jelly or peanut butter and jelly?
Chicken noodle, ramen.
I think peanut butter and jelly sounds great.
Sounds good.
That sounds amazing. Thank you,
Some
Jorge.
animal crackers.
Yes, animal crackers will make it all better.
All right.
That was hard. Really, really hard. I think we need to go get an x-ray, but
Yep, that's the next step section.
yeah, got to figure out. I don't even know where that is. Like, we're so far away from a city. Well, this thing is very pretty. It's got to go.
Can't have this anymore, can we?
Can't have this anymore. No more of this, please.
Okay. Goodbye, peacock feather. Well, that was 14 months ago. Kathy broke her ankle in 2 places, tore a bunch of stuff, and it's been hell ever since. What's going on today?
Today, I am hopefully getting it fixed. Finally. It's been a long journey, but I'm having surgery, and with any luck, in a couple of months, I will be better than new.
All right, so we're here at the hospital now. Kathy is going in for surgery. What are you doing?
Well, I'm waiting, getting ready for surgery, getting ready to get an ankle that works again.
Are you excited?
Yes, very excited.
Are you feeling sleepy yet?
No, I'm not feeling sleepy. They haven't given me any medicine yet.
Oh, really?
No, I do have an IV, so it's just got water, I think, saline or something.
Gatorade.
Gatorade. It's clear. I'm glad I'm here. It's good to be back in the USA. As soon as I'm well, I might go back to Peru, though.
So I think maybe right now I should flash back to the hospital in Peru. There was a nice little lady who kind of runs the tourism down in the tiny little village below the waterfall. And I stopped in and I asked her. She said to put some salve on it and it will heal. I think that's probably good advice, but an x-ray might be something we want to add to that. Wow, I've never seen a nurse walk so fast through a hospital. I was almost running to keep up with her and she's pushing Kathy in a wheelchair.
That was an exciting ride. Oh my gosh. Fast and furious.
We're now at the x-ray department. It says Rails X on the door. I just paid 30 sols, which is about $8.90 for the doctor visit and the x-ray. All right, she just went into x-ray. Maybe go to a different x-ray?
Pequeñita. Y la pequeñita no carga bien el internet.
Oh, no internet.
No carga. Ay, ya no carga el... Lo que va a tomar.
We are back to the first room we went to where I guess we were admitted. There seems to be no internet in the hospital, so the x-ray machine wouldn't work without the internet, I guess. The x-ray technician was kind of frantically working away on the laptop that's connected to the x-ray machine. So, did I say? It's always an adventure. Hola. See. Wow, another speed lap around the hospital. That's amazing. She's literally skidding the tires of the wheelchair around the corners. Never seen such a thing by a nurse in a hospital. Whew.
Well, I just went on a wild ride through the hospital. It was like 30 miles an hour maybe, sliding around the corners.
So are you broken?
Not broken, possible ligament damage. It was really interesting and frustrating all at the same time. They said, oh, it's not broken, everything's fine, you can go. You can put some ice on it. And I was like, wait a minute, it still really hurts. Do you have a brace or crutches or anything like that? And they're like, no, you don't need that, just ice, and here's some paracetamol. And I was like, okay, but shouldn't I put a brace on it? And they're like, well, we can give you a shot of tramadol so that you can relax. And I'm like, I don't need that. I just want a brace so that I can protect it so it doesn't get injured anymore. So I don't have a brace. I don't have crutches. I still have a hurt ankle, but it's not broken, we don't think. The hospital was interesting. It's pretty bare bones. There's nothing fancy there. It's kind of grimy. It's just really open, and I don't know, I felt like I might get sick in there. There were people that were really sick in there, and there were no masks or anything like that, so that was a little stressful. I guess it's not broken. It still hurts like a son of a gun, but it cost us $12. So that's really nice. That's a big improvement over the US. But he said it's not broken, no problem. So don't worry about it. This is a big change from the hospital in Peru. That was so scary and just disconcerting, and I didn't have any idea what was happening. And yeah, this is much better.
See ya on the other side. It's probably fluids.
Okay.
That way.
She is in the operating room now. I assume they're wheeling her in right now. So everybody was great. This is a really great facility here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I feel like she's in good hands. I think she feels like she's in good hands, and that's really important. That's the thing with her injury all along, and that's why it's taken 13, 14 months to get this taken care of, is nobody really knows exactly what's going on. The x-rays didn't show the break in Peru. Then later an MRI did show a break, and it showed some ligament damage. And most of all, it's this damage to the cartilage and to the talar dome. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna actually get up into the joint and see how everything looks, and then he's gonna fix whatever he finds. Hopefully get her back up and running, literally. she'll be good as new here in 3 months. So surgery's supposed to take about an hour and a half or so, and we should know more once she comes out, get to talk to the doctor and see what he actually found in there. This stuff's never fun. I've been on the other end of this a couple of times myself, and I just know that you get to a point and you just want to get back to normal. You want to get your life back and all that, and that's exactly where Kathy is. She's been able to do a lot of things with the injury, but it's been constant pain. We're ready to get back to where she can really do what she wants to do, and that's gonna be great. All right, I'm gonna go back in and do some waiting in the waiting room. We'll give you guys an update once we know more. There it is, thanks. Oh, I see her. Hi. How you feeling?
A little loopy, but okay, I think.
He said 2 weeks non-weight bearing, 4 weeks in a boot, and then you'll have a little bit of a brace and do a ton of PT. And he thought 4 to 6 months before you'd be 100%.
That's a long time.
It's gonna go quick.
Good. Man, I'm tired.
Do you feel loopy?
Just tired. Super tired.
Yeah.
Got fat toes in there.
Oh yeah. There it is. She's got a splint up to the shin. Do you guys commonly give patients cookies when they're recovering?
Huh?
Do you give patients cookies when they're recovering? Saltines? Okay. Colorado, they do cookies. It must just be regionally.
I think that was just for you, buddy.
Sticky stuff. Well, you're going home.
Going home, yay.
I'm gonna get her home and we'll fill you guys in here in a little bit. Everything went really good though, so we're happy. How do you feel?
Well, I'm starving. I haven't eaten in almost 24 hours, so I'm hungry. I'm definitely more alert than I was when I left the hospital. The weird thing is my foot is totally numb. Can't feel a single thing. So hopefully that disappears pretty soon. But other than that, I feel pretty good.
Okay, so we got her home. She's wearing off out of the anesthesia, which is good and is always kind of a weird process. Doc said that it looked great. Surgery went really well. He was happy with everything. It wasn't as bad as it could have been, and he was happy with it. So what's next? Well, next is 2 weeks non-weight bearing, then 4 weeks in a walking boot, and then it's gonna be a lot of PT with what they said is about 4 to 6 months of PT and just getting it back to 100%. So now the healing begins. She's got a couple of weeks basically on the couch, jumping into getting around in the walking boot, which will be great. We're gonna do a trip out to California to Agile Off-Road and their big event, Ocotillo on the Rocks. We're gonna be presenting about the Pan American journey. And then hopefully by, sometime this winter, she'll be able to get back to doing some of the things she loves. It's been a long road to get here from where this all started in Peru, but she's on her way to getting back to normal. It's amazing how these kinds of injuries can really just disrupt your life for a long period of time. But I think she's relieved to know that she's made the big step now, and now it's just some healing, some PT, some more healing, and then just getting back to what she loves. But that's it for this episode. I'm gonna have more as I continue bopping around the West, so tune in for that. Till next time, I hope I see you somewhere over the horizon. Take care, guys.